you must understand the Dark Lord's surprise when he found a lone woman kneeling before him.
He's like, somebody came to visit. Oh, that's creepy.
Let your faith in me be rewarded.
So all she had to do was ask?
You nasty.
What's up, Nasty Cast? It's your man behind the cam director here with another RWBY reaction, Volume 6, Chapter 3, The Lost Fable. In the last reaction, we got an introduction to Maria Calaveta. I don't know if I said that last name right, but she is nearly deaf, almost blind old lady who just happened to be on their train. Not just so happened. We saw her, you know, make the conscious decision where she wanted to go. And she's now thrusted herself right into this entire story where, yeah, apparently the relic is alive, number one. Number two, it is magical and created by one of the original beings who created Grimm in the first place. Number two. Number three, it's in the form of a baddie named Jin. And number four, Ozpin lied and there's two questions left for the current era, which begs multiple questions. One, what was the first question asked? Two, what sauce are we about to get from Ruby's question? Ozpin was working really hard to make sure that they did not ask a question. Now, I'll be honest with you, in that moment, I didn't think Ruby was gonna do it. I really thought that Ruby was gonna be like, you know what? It's all good. Jen, we don't need anything from you, and hand it back to Ozpin. The only reason I say that is because I saw her defend Ozpin in the last one. When everybody was about to jump on his shit, she was like, no, let's just go with it. Here's the plan, we're moving forward. But this one, on this one, she's had enough. Ozpin was not looking himself. He was speaking crazy while they're out there in the snow, arguing back and forth with Blake and Yang and the crew. And he made enemy. I don't want to say he made enemies. He didn't defend himself well enough to put trust into his team, at least with a little bit of information. So they took it upon themselves, hey, we're taking all the sauce, whether you like it or not. And we're about to find out the outcomes of those labors that these girls have risked their lives and put themselves in danger multiple times at Ozpin's behest, and he just want to give them just a little sauce. I truly believe that at any point in this, yes, he's withholding information because of his past, because of the things that have happened to people he's lost. I can respect that and understand that. But he has to understand, you can't say nothing. You can't just pretend everything's okay when it's not. That's not how this works. Things are crumbling around them. Literally, the pincer move is coming. And he's just like, no, you don't need to know. It don't work like that, fam. You gotta say something. What they say something, I'm giving up on you. I shouldn't have done that, but I'm gonna leave it in. That's what I mean. They're giving up on him. They're like, if he's not gonna tell us, we need to get this information one way or another, and I don't blame them. So without further ado, we're gonna find out what the hell Ozpin did to Salem, bro. Because she looked like a pretty princess, and right now she's looking raggedy. If you're watching the last reaction, hopefully you saw the end. I made my bold prediction that what happened was Ozpin got reincarnated into her body, ruined her life. She found a way to become part Grimm to continue her life after his spirit left her, and she is out for vengeance / vendetta. Also, Cinder's still alive. I was right, haha. I forgot about that. It got so overshadowed by Jin's character design and getting the sauce that I almost forgot. Cinder is alive and looking down Team RWBY. So yeah, we're gonna jump into this. If you made this far and you haven't already, drop a sub on the channel, drop a like on the video, hit the bell for post notifications because we post content 3 times a week and you don't want to miss out. If you want to catch it, I'm live on Twitch every Monday and Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Check the description for the Twitch link and, of course, the Patreon link where you find uncut, unreleased anime reactions. RWBY, Volume 6, Chapter 3, The Lost Fable, coming up next. Hey, just a quick thank you to all the subs on the channel. You members of the Nasty Cast are the driving force that makes all this possible. Catch Director Nasty on Reddit, Patreon, and all other socials in the description below with links. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks again. Oh, I really hope that's not a spider Grim. That's creepy. You know, I think I'm actually right. Yo, that's actually what might have happened. All right, this is chapter 3. I've decided this intro song, I like it, but it doesn't move me. I like it, but it doesn't move me. If you know what I mean, then you know what I mean.
Locked away by her cruel father, Salem was a girl who desired but one thing: freedom. She lived in a time when kings and their kingdoms were plentiful, when men and women were capable of greatness, and magic was a gift from the gods that all could wield.
Oh, wow.
And yet there she sat within her tower.
She's from the time of magic.
A legendary hero came to brave the challenges within the tower's walls. The people of the lands knew
Oh, no.
as Ozma.
Oh, no.
Unlike those who had come before, this warrior was not driven by the prize of the young maiden's hand. He fought only for righteousness, and his pure heart and courageous soul prevailed. They escaped the wretched fortress, and yet something bound them together. Ozma had been ready to give his life for justice countless times, but now saw a woman worth saving it for. And Salem, to her surprise,
They fell in love.
the outside world she had yearned for, but in the eyes of the man that had saved her.
So, where should we go now?
Wherever you'd like.
Oh, that's definitely him.
Deeply in love, planned adventures around the world, and lived happily ever after.
Oh, except that he lives forever.
That's what should have been.
Oh.
Ozma, the infallible hero of legend, fell ill, and where all of the beasts and blades of the world had fallen short, a single sickness prevailed.
How could the gods let this happen?
The gods, brothers of light and darkness, creation and destruction. Salem prayed they would see the injustice that had befallen her love and make things right.
That's not really their thing.
Light was a sacred place. It was here the elder brother dwelled beside his fountain of life and creation.
Whoa, they was alive back there.
Mankind would fall to ruin.
They literally had God come out the water on some Jesus shit? Okay.
Please bring him back to me.
I understand your pain, but you demand of me that which I cannot make so. Life and death are part of a delicate balance.
So, you won't do it then?
To disrupt the cycle of
That's not fair. That's not fair!
let him rest.
Uh-oh. Oh, he kicked her out. He said, you gotta leave.
No.
Oh no.
God of darkness. None dared to enter his home, as men knew what monstrosities emerged from his blackened pools of annihilation. And so you must understand the Dark Lord's surprise when he found a lone woman kneeling before him.
He's like, somebody came to visit. Oh, that's creepy.
Salem.
Oh, Grim.
She told him of her loss and professed that she knew only he could answer her prayers, all while careful to make no mention of his elder.
Of course.
And let your faith in me be rewarded.
So all she had to do is ask?
Where am I? What is this? Where am I?
It's okay. Everything's going to be okay.
Oh.
What have you done?
I have done what I please, brother. You may bask in the powers of creation, but you do not own them.
Oh.
Is not creation.
Do not lecture me.
I will do what I must to maintain order.
Oh, he's trying to Thanos dust him away.
No! No! What did you do? Bring him back!
You dare enter my domain and show such disrespect.
Ozma!
I am abiding by the rules we agreed upon.
Rules that I now see work ever in your favor. And yet the day a mortal comes to pray at my feet before your own, so do you rise to lay your judgment upon me.
Facts. I'm not gonna lie. He's not wrong. He's not the good guy, but he ain't wrong, bruh. Ooh.
We have our differences, but I have not come here with the aim to control you. The same, however, cannot be said for her. This woman came to you only after I denied her pleas. Pleas that would have disrupted the balance that you and I created. Together.
Then it seems I owe you an apology.
Uh-oh.
Correct my mistake.
Uh-oh. Damn.
You monsters!
Jesus. That's cruel.
When you first came to me, I did pity you. But it is clear now that your selfishness and arrogance have led you astray.
What did you do to me?
I have made you immortal.
Oh.
You cannot die. You cannot be with your beloved.
Oh.
As this world turns, you shall walk its face.
What the hell?
You must learn the importance of life and death. Only then may you rest.
Yo, that's crazy.
Salem was a prisoner once again. Her fruitless attempts to reunite with Ozma eventually became nothing more than acts of spite and defiance against the gods. But perhaps the gods were not as powerful as they seemed. She had lied to them, turned them against one another. They were fallible. If she were to turn humanity against light and darkness, she could rid herself of their curse. Or at the very least,
What?
she could make them suffer.
This is literally just a revenge plot. Wow.
Traveled from one kingdom to another, telling tales of how she stole immortality from the gods, welcomed any swordsman to cut her down, and demonstrated her powers. With the kings and queens in awe, she pulled them deeper into her scheme. She painted them pictures of a time when they would no longer have to watch their loved ones wither and die, when they could claim the powers of their creators for themselves, and in turn perfect their own design. All they needed to do was destroy their old masters. The gods had hoped that Salem would learn from her eternal curse. And she did. She learned that the hearts of men are easily swayed.
Who has led you down this path?
Remember me, mother sucker! Y'all's crazy.
Used against me.
Oh my God.
You thought there was no greater punishment we could bestow upon you?
I'll come back. I'll tell the rest of the world of this massacre. Build a new army.
You do not understand. There is no one left. You are all that remains of humanity.
This planet was a beautiful experiment, but it is merely a remnant of what it once was.
Remnant, wow.
Learn from this failure. I hope that you will learn from yours.
No, you can't leave. You can't leave. Come back.
Still demanding things of you.
She literally ruined all of humanity on her own.
Once again, Salem was alone.
This still doesn't explain why she's so mad at Ozpin.
She cursed the gods. She cursed the universe. She cursed everything. Everything but herself.
Of course.
She wandered the face of the planet, awaiting a death that would never come, until fate led her back to the land of darkness. This was it. This had to be it. The Brothers Grimm, the pools of black that continued to give rise to horrific nightmares. If the Fountain of Life granted her immortality, then
It made
surely the
sense.
pools of Grimm would finally take it away. She was wrong.
She was so wrong.
This force of pure destruction could not destroy a being of infinite life. Instead, it created a being of infinite life with a desire for pure destruction.
Oh shit.
Then, she would find her adversary.
How? Somebody explain this. They are.
Ozma.
Where am I?
We are between realms. I'm afraid a tragedy has befallen your home at the hands of my brother.
Oh, way to blame him.
To depart this world, but in our absence, I would like to offer you the chance to return to it.
I don't understand.
Mankind is no more, yet your world remains, and in time, your kind will grow to walk its face once again. However, without our presence, they will be but a fraction of what they once were.
Mm.
Creation, destruction, choice, and knowledge were the ideals upon which humanity was made. Now, I leave them behind with the hope that you may learn to remake yourselves. If brought together, these 4 relics will summon my brother and I back to your world.
Oh!
Will be judged. If your kind has learned to live in harmony with one another and set aside their differences, then we shall once again live among you, and humanity will be made whole again. But if your kind is unchanged, if you demand our blessings while still fighting amongst yourselves, then man will be found irredeemable, and your world will be wiped from existence.
Oh, so literally.
Is complete, you will reincarnate, but in a manner that ensures you are never alone.
I'm sorry, but that world just isn't as dear to me without her. If I may, I'd rather return to the afterlife to see Salem.
Oh no.
There.
Oh no.
She isn't gone?
Salem lives, but the woman you hold dear in your memories is gone. Heed this warning. Where you seek comfort, you will only find pain. So, will you...
I'll do it.
Very well. Our creation rests within your hands.
Yo, this is nuts.
And so, Ozma was reborn.
Where am I?
Oh, he about to get bodied. Oh, gangster.
Thank you. Please, tell me your name. Who are you?
Look familiar, my guy?
Ozma had found himself in a world completely unfamiliar to him. Cities looked different. Creatures known as the faunus bore fangs and claws and were locked away in cages. And without the blessing of the gods, no one could perform magic like mankind was once capable of. No one but himself and a woman known as the witch. During his years of travel, he heard the same frightened whispers that spoke of a terrifying sorceress who commanded dark powers in the wilds among the beasts and monsters.
Yo.
Ozma was convinced that this witch was Salem, and decided he needed to see what she had become.
Yo, honestly, she's still hot, bro.
Call it magic or call it something stronger. But in that moment, the two knew exactly who it was that stood before them.
What do we do now?
Whatever we like.
As Salem and Ozma recounted the events which had brought them back together,
Wait.
each withheld parts of their story.
Mm-hmm.
Fearing Ozma would reject her, blamed the end of the world on the gods.
Mm-hmm.
Still unsure of where the truth lay, kept his task and the relics a secret.
Oh.
And all seemed well.
Bro, they lied to each other.
Lingered in his mind. He had found happiness, but humanity seemed more divided than ever before.
Are you surprised? This world is quite literally godless. These humans have no one to guide them. Perhaps that's all they need.
What are you saying?
We could become the gods of this world. Our powers surpass all others. Our souls transcend death. We can mold these lands into whatever we want. What you want. Create the paradise that the old gods could not.
Men are easily swayed.
Oh no, what did they do? Oh no. Oh no.
The two amassed a following. That following grew into a prosperous kingdom. And at the head of that kingdom blossomed a family.
The four maidens. Oh my God. The four maidens are their kids. They said he gave power to four maidens. He had four kids and they passed on the powers.
Are we sure this is right?
You said we needed to bring humanity together. In order to do that, we have to spread our word and destroy those who will deny it.
He went with it though.
What are we doing? This isn't what he asked of me.
What did you say?
Mother! Father! Look!
The
It
maidens.
was a miracle. Their children could perform magic. But what should have been a joyous occasion?
Oh no.
Ozma told Salem everything. The true reason the god of light had brought him back. The relics that lay scattered around the world. And the day of judgment he had been told to prepare for.
Don't you see? None of that matters anymore. Why spend our lives trying to redeem these humans when we can replace them with what they could never be?
No. Oh no. In front of the kids? No. Say psych. And she's immortal. That's the problem.
We finally had freedom.
Thus began a long and painful cycle of death and rebirth for Ozma. Some lives were spent in mourning. Many were spent attempting to forget it all. No
Damn.
matter what, his mind would eventually turn back to the task he had been burdened with. And as the centuries went on, Ozma began to learn the importance of living with the souls with which he had been paired. But no matter where or how he lived, her presence was always felt. If humanity were ever to stand a chance of being united, one thing was clear.
Damn, bruv.
To destroy Salem.
Knowing he could never rid the world of her through any mortal means, Ozma sought out the power of the relics. Armed with my knowledge, he believed he could fulfill his promise to the god of light.
Oh, I thought that was Arthur for a second.
Where are the other relics?
He asked me his questions,
What powers do they possess?
and though I gave him my answers,
How do I destroy Salem?
not all of them were to his liking. You can't.
So he's known you can't destroy Salem. I've known you can't destroy Salem. You have to redeem her too, or else humanity's doomed forever. So you need to find a way to love her, bro. Dum-dum. Come on, Ozpin. That's not even that hard of a puzzle. Woo! That's volume 6, Next, chapter 3, The Lost Fable. It is the most important chapter probably in all of RWBY. So far, I should probably preface that. We got the story of why all this is happening right now. We finally got the damn sauce. Like, did it take forever? Yeah, of course it took forever. I feel like it's been forever. But oh my God. So much to unpack here. I'm just gonna talk frankly in a one-line linear ass line of thought, and however it ends up, right? Salem is a horrible person. Let's just get that out front, right? I understand where her pain came from and why she did what she needed, why she did what she felt like she needed to do. But after she got cursed with immortality, the nerve of her to go and rally humanity to come rise up against the gods was like the smallest brain move you could do. Like, I was like, for real though? After that's the lesson you took from this? You didn't learn that you tried to mess with one god, he said no, you went to the other one, and now you messed this whole thing up? Like, this is your fault. Zero self-awareness, zero accountability on her end. Was she in pain? Was she grieving? XYZ? Yes. Honestly, yes, absolutely. I've said some fucked up things in grief. I said some real messed up things when I wasn't in my right state of mind. Fair. I can give her that leniency, right? But to continue through this immortality and to not once look within, not even one time to look within yourself and just know that you, maybe at some point it's your fault just a little bit? Nah? Whew. And to go through this and the nerve of her, I understand now. The maidens, oh my God, the old man with the maidens, it was never just that. It was never just that. It was, oh, some girls that came along and saved his life. It was literally their children. What a turn and twist, my God. And I don't even know if the children survived that battle, because they showed the little horsey on the floor charred up. Osmond's crawling away half dead. Of course, you know, she's immortal. She just got up from a puddle and blew a fireball through his head. Oh my God, so much to unpack. Crazy amount to unpack. Osmond fell for the Osmond's a simp, bro. Yeah, I'm a simp. I know a simp when I see one. He simped for her, man. He was ready to fall right back in love. He was down for the evilness. He's like, yeah, let's go with your plan to unite humanity by force and by negativity. And it's like, But I mean, I guess at least he came to his senses and realized that the path they were going down wasn't the right path. The finding out what the relics are actually for, mind-blowing. Finding out that the world was ruled by two gods and all they have to do is get the relics together to bring the gods back and they'll be judged. Crazy. To find out that the world's called remnant because it's a remnant of the original world that the gods made as an experiment. Crazy. So many parallels to, you know, the Bible, you know, evil, light, dark, you know, this person was sent by this person sent by this person, reincarnation, rising from the dead, a lot of running parallels and interesting points, just too many to just gather all in one video. It's this volume and this chapter specifically just really took the story of RWBY to the next level that we needed it to get to. I don't know if I want to say we needed it, but like the amount of time we've been waiting to get the true underlying story of what the hell is going on in this world. It needed to be this good, and I'm so glad it was this good. I've been screaming it for 6 volumes now. Give me the sauce. Where's the sauce? Give me the sauce. I got the sauce and it's delicious. It's perfectly seasoned. It was simmered just right, and they dropped it at the most impactful moment where you wouldn't even expect it to just slap like this. Like, I had no clue this was gonna be just intertwined right here. And it sounds so weird to say, they were arguing about the relic. I didn't know we were gonna get the story about literally the entire world. Everything that we thought we knew was just an underlying fable and told over and over, but we knew it's a running theme. It's literally a running theme. You hear a fable, it's like, it could be real, could be not. All the stories you hear, they're all real. Wild. Absolutely wild. This chapter was. And once again, at the end of the day, it's all over some booty. I stand by what I said. Booty makes the world go around. and booty's what will destroy us all. Facts. Oh, with that being said, I'm going to end it right here. We're going to jump into it because I want to know what's going on next. So with that being said, if you made it this far and you haven't already, go ahead, drop a sub on the channel, drop a like on the video, hit the bell too for post notifications. We post content 3 times a week and you don't want to miss out. If you want to catch me live, I'm live on Twitch every Monday and Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Check the description for the Twitch link and of course the Patreon link where you can find uncut, unreleased anime and RWBY reactions. I'm your man behind the cam and as always, stay nasty.
You nasty.